Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to part 76 of building a city from scratch. Just before I get started here, I wanted to mention something that I've actually forgot to talk about for quite a while. As part of SimCity 4 or SC4 Devotion's 7th anniversary, building a city from scratch has actually been inducted into this month's OSITM, or a special interest this month category. Basically, it's a showcase of the best stuff that they want to get displayed and promoted and whatever on the site. So I mean, it's pretty cool. So it's there as part of the 7th anniversary festivities. So I'll post a link in this video showing where it is. So basically, I've got a little thread going on here. It's been a while since I've updated it, but I've been doing it much more often now because of its induction into this special category. So I basically have a bunch of pictures and stuff because I know a lot of people have been asking for pictures, and I do like to provide them, but this is mostly a video series, so these are kind of like a nicety. So I mean, you can go there and kind of take a look at it. I did start something similar at Simtropolis, but it was just too much of a chore to keep up because recording all these parts take up pretty much all my free time, so I really have limited time to do things like that. In addition, I really do apologize if I haven't been getting to your comments on YouTube. The changes to the website due to the Google Plus integration is just it's really bad towards somebody like me, a creator who relies on comments and likes to respond to them. Like, sure, if you've got like 1 million subscribers or something, you're not going to read every single comment. But you know, when you have the amount of that I do, and I have very intelligent comments. You guys don't spam or anything at all. So, I would like to read them, but the thing is that I don't really get any updates when you do. And it just kind of annoys me a little bit because I can't keep track very well. Like, sure, I may check the most recent video for comments because it's easy to follow, but what if somebody left a comment in, say, part 20 or one of my UDI videos or something? It's very hard to just to keep track of it as a creator. As a commenter, I don't know if it's how much better it is. But anyways, in this part, I'm getting a little off track, but it's important. I'm building I said that I wanted to build some kind of interchange with this road here. I think that'll be enough room to get it through and around. One thing I wanted to check just before I began here is I'm just going to drag this out. This is level 1. See if I can get the bullet train line to go over with the proper textures. I don't think it will, but I just want to get an idea. Yeah, that's still just kind of a problem there. It's just something I need to deal with until a fix is made. And I'll tell you, bullet train mod and RHW, they really don't get along. So this the latest NAM has introduced so much compatibility between the two mods than the past 5 NAMs in a row. Back in 2008, they were really well together, really well built together, but unfortunately, not really since then, because back in 2008, you got to remember that the RHW was much more limited. It was what, version 3.0? 2007, 2008. I'm thinking too far ahead. I'm thinking early 2008. Yeah, it was mostly RHW 2.0. So you basically had one ramp. The MIS was brand new. The 6C was the 6S was the biggest network. Anyway, so I'm getting a little sidetracked as I'm still talking, but it just, if I had a 6S, it would work, but a 6C is no good. And if you think I'm talking gibberish, just check out the RHW project that I've been using since it came out. That's why I'm such a... People ask me why am I so good with this. It's just because I've had experience. I've just been using the mod forever, since its induction. So I'm going to grab... Actually, I'm just going to be scrolling. I'm going to be scrolling a lot here. I want the ramp with 1 lane leaving. I don't understand. I don't really use the new terminology because I'm so used to the old stuff. As, again, kind of a grandfather user. don't know if that's gonna work. Because I know I need an extra tile here. But I think you can drag. I'm gonna build the overpass first. Just so I get a sense of where I need to put the ramp. That's probably a good idea. This interchange shouldn't take too long to make. It's not like the one in part 50 where I made. It took over 3 parts, including the longest part in the history of this series. This one should be roughly 1 part in length. Yeah, so that's correct. And this music. Why am I doing this to myself? Okay. So transitions. Yeah, it won't even let me build there. So it needs to be at least 1 tile back. It's alright, I can deal with that. But, what does that mean? Does that mean I can still build there? Ah, yes I can. Excellent. Okay, so with that, I will build the rest of the overpass. I just need to make a bit of a hole here too. I should probably get that ramp piece in as well. So that was kind of an experiment. I don't want flex ramps, I want the regular ramps. C type F1. Yeah, okay. Really doesn't understand what I'm doing here, does it? Just to keep it streamlined, I think I may have broken it. I ruined it. Ah! It's alright, I'll rebuild it again. I just wanted to know that that was possible. And so now that I know that it's possible, I can build the overpass at the end. Normally I get way ahead of myself and I build the, and I'll have to like demolish the overpass because there's something going on or I mess something up. So I like to try to build the overpass at the end. But knowing where it goes, that is a major asset to have. Because that way when it's time to build, you can just kind of go right in there. Did I go past it? Yeah, I did. Actually, but I should probably get that in because it's such a flex thing that I need to ensure that it's in correctly. Alright, I'll just do the exact opposite of what I just said and build it. Just so I know where the slopes go by building it. Now I use the BTM slope mod because that way if I need to make any fixes I can just use the RHW slope mod and then still give it a good slope. Excuse me for a second. Just a bit of a cough there. Alright. Now the moment of truth. I need to make sure that these all Like that this part here is gets the proper overrides that it needs. Unfortunately, that's not looking like it's gonna happen. Maybe if I was to remake this a different RHW, it might work. If not, then I will need to push the overpass back. Those ramp pieces. Oh, come on. I love how you don't even need a transition here. It just automatically transitions. Yeah, I need that spot, but it looks like it needs one extra tile to kind of know what it is. Ah, okay, fine. You win this round. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I just wanted to get it in tighter if I could. So I wanted to put it there, but the network didn't know what it was. And still it doesn't really know what it is. That's kind of worrying. Might have to put a starter there or something. This is not making me very happy at all. I mean, the network should know what it is. Did I have to delete this thing? Oh, maybe not. Hey! That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I'll plop these things in for the last time, hopefully. I'll never say never after what happened before, but the level of confidence that I have is much higher now than it was earlier. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that for now. Probably need some sloping changes anyway. And just kind of frantically click around until this is overridden. There it is. I was about to question it for a second there, and I just said, no, just keep going until you get it. So I can drag road basically up to transition spot. Not that that has to be road all the way, but just so it's there as a placeholder. I also one thing I don't like is how it automatically transitions to the TLA 7. I would much prefer to have its median kept. So maybe have the median transition to keep the median running here somehow. But, it's a very minor comment. I mean, there's much more pressing matters to fix with the RHW project. But as somebody who uses the network a lot, be a nice thing. And just kind of curve this thing around. Make sure that the lines face the right way. European users, I don't know how they do this, because for them, they have two white markings, and it's difficult. You have to rely on the shoulder, and the MIS doesn't really have much of a shoulder, right? Just, to me, it makes it more challenging. You know what, I could probably do a flex here if I wanted to. Is the flex any... I'm just going to plot this here just for reference. Is the flex curve any less large? Ground level flex fly. No, it's about the same, but I think it's a lot more adaptive. Why don't I put it in? Because I don't think I've used it yet. Oh, I put this in the wrong way. Another symptom of not getting the lines to meet up. Ah! It's alright, it's relatively simple to fix at this point. Put in the standard curves. And I'll get back to that thing. Just trying it out, really. See, from here, right, I can continue to drag MIS, so that's really nice compared to the standard curve, which would just be RHW2 at the end, right? So I'd have to place a starter piece, and it just takes up room, and you just don't want that if you can avoid it. And you have a lot of room here to kind of just have that done. Except it should be pointing the other way, of course. Yeah. And then the entrance, of course, I just want a similar thing. Well, I've got a road coming this way. So what I could do is build like the entrance like off of this road, like kind of have it, instead of having it come this way and down, it could come this way and down. Or maybe have like a turnoff or something. Excuse my cough. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. And I remember I did talk about putting the MIS in, but it just wasn't textured over there. So I think I'll keep this here. It gives it 2 lanes. And then here I'll keep it like that because it gives it a little bit more capacity. Yeah. So yeah, I could have it run down this way. I know it hates me. And then just kind of run along the edge. Maybe I could have it run this way and then have it just kind of meet in. Because people who are driving down this road, they're going to want to turn in. Yeah, okay. I can even put a little turn lane here. That'd be cool. It'd be a little turn lane, but it would be a turn lane. Thanks to the flex fly, too. If it wasn't for the flex fly, I wouldn't have room to do that. But here I'll have no help. I'll need a starter here. No, maybe not. I love how I can get really close now. And then here, I don't know if I want to have just as an 8C or a 6C. I think I'll just keep it. I think I'll narrow it down to a 6C. And because I don't know how the next city will be like. There's nothing there right now, so there's really no reason to have 8 lanes. But who knows in the future, right? Ah, what the hell? I'll make it 8. Because I'd have to rebuild it anyway. Cycle through the whole tab ring for no reason. But it did give me time to think. So you can call that a reason. Do a little bit of leveling work while I'm at it. It doesn't need to connect. Giving it 8 lanes gives it more of a bigger city feel too. And then while I'm at it, I'll put in the loop connector. So at the bottom, it's been a while since I've done this. Just kind of go to 6C, 8C, neighbor connector. Yeah, see, this is how I would prefer the network to be. If it has one concrete barrier, that's what the RHW 5.0 and earlier versions had. If it has one median, I think it's a little bit more realistic, and it kind of gives you an inside shoulder, whereas this is too close. That's my personal opinion again. But, you know, I like to weigh in on what I have to say, make the game a little bit better. Oh, I don't know if this will work. I don't know about this. I'll put in the flex fly, I guess, a little bit later. Oh no! See, I need to keep that MIS. I might get away with it here. I gotta be really careful. Oh! Maybe I can still stick it in the turn lane. Alright. You win this round. Flex fly comes in. So I can't... I need at least one straight segment there. That's what I learned. Oh, I should probably get that curve in first so I know where the flex fly goes. Curve. Was it really this close? Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna fit now. How would this ever fit? No, it looks like I'll need at least one more extra tile, because there's no way that'll fit back. Maybe not. Look at that. It does look like it's gonna fit. It just won't let me do it here. Is this a no-build tile? Oh, it is a no-build tile. Okay, hold on. There may be a little bit of hope left, but it's almost gone. That's crazy how short the connection is here. Let's connect that back up. I'm gonna see if I get that curve back in, but I really do doubt it now. Ah! If you want a smooth curve, you need an extra tile. Okay. I really can't argue with that. I really can't argue with that. So I'm just gonna put a marker here to know where the new ramps will go. Oops, what am I doing? Can't argue. I could argue, but the game would win that argument. But that means I have more room to do something over here. All may not be lost. Maybe I can get this without putting in a starter piece. Yeah, see, it needs that spot demolished a little bit. I just want to get this in without building a starter piece. Okay. Excellent. It did work in the end. I'll get that curve back in. Once this side is done, the other side should be really easy because it's just a mirror image. The hard part is getting it how you want it. Oh, no! Don't tell me now! Oh. That's just not... Oh, no! The heck? What? Why is there a street network? Why is there a street network? Ah! No! Ugh. At least I know to put that in first. I was almost done! And then it just said... No. The game just doesn't know what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, it needs the extra tile. The game just doesn't know what I'm doing. I really hope that this is enough to convince it otherwise. Fit. Okay, I'm gonna save the game now. It took forever, but it's done. It's done. And yeah, the other side, now that I know what I'm doing, the other side won't take anywhere near as long. I hope. Yeah, look, I've already got this side in, which I needed to do first. So there's a plus already. But I wanted to make this an avenue, right? Yeah. And then about there. Let's see if I can get some kind of transition in here. No, I want a curve. Easy as that. I would like to get an extra lane here, but I don't think... I think the network will override. I'll give a stab at it. Oh no, because it needs to be one-way road, because I want the avenue intersection. That way it's all controlled lights, compared to, you know, double one-way roads. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oops. That's not gonna work. And yeah, this connection thing here, I'll just put a filler piece in. Everybody has their own weird way of building the real highway too. That's what gives it a lot of character. Like the way my style is completely different from, say, someone else. Experienced user or new user. Everybody has their own style. So I'm going to fillers. Diagonal MIS level 0. That's the one. Interchange complete. Now, stick a cool turn lane piece in. Now, if I stick in, the problem here is that, and the other NAM members have agreed with me, is that if I stick in a tulip, these two lanes here turn right. And you need to get another left turn lane in here to turn left. And I would prefer to have a double turn lane, so this lane would turn left, and the one sticking out turns left. So if I just put a tulip in, like right now, if I was to do... I don't know, no, this won't get extended out. Let's say it was just to... Oh, come on, give me the 3-lane. Why don't you give me a 3-way piece? I swear, I'm hitting tab and end and home and whatever it is. Why? There's nothing even blocking it. Yeah, there it is. See that? Now, no, no. Oh no. Ah! Damn it. Okay, if I plop it, oh, that's reverted anyway. Okay, if I'm gonna make a scene, I may as well make a scene. Why can't that just be done earlier? Actually, I gotta drag each side in. Gotta go like, I don't know, maybe something like that. Actually, this could be dragged all the way through. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is that the intersection piece goes in. So, anyways, on this piece here, if this was connected, both lanes would turn left. I would need to put a tulip in. I'll still get the tulip in. I just, you know, I question why that's needed. But it'd be really, it's really tight here. So when I select, I should probably go back just to show you as a demonstration. This doesn't do a good example of showing you what's going where, but if I go to the tulip part, for these intersections, see how the arrows are pointed? They're not there. So if I scroll to this, see how the arrows are pointing? See how there's two right turns and a left turn? That left turn is only from the middle turn lane that you build as part of the tulip pieces. The two default lanes on the avenue turn right. So if I was just to drag this avenue into this piece, it won't go in because of not building that three-way. But if I just was to connect this without any middle turn lane, there would be absolutely no way to turn left because both lanes default right. That's just what the pathing is. I have to plop in one of these, and it makes it look really tight, but it is all functional. I'd have to plop this in order to activate left turn. So basically on this, I'll just connect it here, just so you see. Basically on this lane turns right, this lane turns right, and this little part here turns left. It's intended to make, you know, maybe have this extended a few tiles, but, you know, I would just prefer it to be the other way. But I've made this argument in the past, and it's being looked into, so there's no sense, you know, beating up a dead horse or whatever it's called. I don't use that terminology a lot, so kicking a dead horse, beating a dead horse, it's known. Anyways, with that done, I'll put in the turn lanes that I've wanted. Can I extend this any further up? Just want to see. Yep, I can go one more tile. So, oh. That's okay with the slopes. That's why I made Bullet Train slope mod. Gives me a lot of room to work with. So there. Let me give the game a save. That means you can turn on here with the dedicated lane and everything, so that's nice. You can't build the little slip lanes with the wider networks, AV6 and TLA7. You can't do it. You'd have to use the RHW on-ramps, which I might stick one in here, which I was discussing. So anybody on this road who wants to turn this way can kind of do it just like that. Well, I had it, and then it just messed up. Oh, come on. It can just be that finicky sometimes. Just be like, no. So that way anybody driving down here who wants to go onto the arch-W. It doesn't need to come all the way up and then hog this intersection and whatever. They can just kind of go this way. Alright. 35 minutes in. And that's all I've done. This side may even warrant a tulip. So I do have a road here. That's part of the overpass thing. I don't know. Because I don't have room here for a tulip, because to extend this, it would just... See how that's messed up? And I need that override piece. No, it's not going to work. And then I need to put in a left turn here again. It's just no good. I don't need any left turn pieces here. Because if I put, say, a left turn lane here, I think it would still work. Would it? I don't know. One thing I want to do before I forget, though, on this side... Oh, damn it. is I want to make this map 6. I want to get rid of that, that center turn lane. There's nothing to turn into on a bridge. Except the bridge itself. Starter piece. Another interesting thing is you hardly ever see, from what I'm told, you hardly ever see the. Do I really have to have that much? Come on. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Guess I'd have to build the starter way up here. You hardly ever see center turn lanes outside of North America. Or maybe I should say not in Europe. I can't speak for everywhere. I use them where they're appropriate, but other than that, I'll just stick standard avenue in. Or even the MAV4, which I haven't really used much in this series, if at all. The MAV4 is just the medianless avenue. Yeah, I know that look. Oh, no, no! No! I don't know if I can salvage this. When was my last save point? I'll try to salvage it. It's not gonna be good. Come on, come on. Yeah. I don't know what I just did. It lowered all this area here. Now I'll have to build the embankment again. But I'll build it in mind that I need to put one of those things in. Okay, you win this round. I told you it was going to take a whole part just to build this interchange. Despite it being relatively, well, I'd flatten the entire thing. It's crazy. Despite it being, you know, a relatively minor interchange, it's going to take a whole part in this series. And sadly, this may be the last interchange you'll see in the series. So it's a fitting end. If you want to think about it like that, because I have no other highways. For now. But I won't say it will be the last, but it's definitely a possibility. Oh, right, because this spot needs to be flat. And that's why I talked about, you know, messing up the bridge, because I wanted to build the bridge last. Well, it's going in last now. Like it or not. And just to avoid any kind of messing up, I'm going to make this really stable. Like, ridiculously stable. Why doesn't it like me building there? Looks like there was some imaginary network there. Okay. Since I've got to do this all over again, I may as well do a good job. That will be for the starter piece. Where is that? Hopefully it will all be good. Okay. Maybe it just needs a little bit more guidance. Better. Better. So I'm just going to drag this down just to get an idea of where it goes. What I could do, if I was really interested, is I could keep this overpass going. This could be demolished later. I could build it somewhere else. Don't worry about that so much. So I could keep this overpass going and have this kind of connect this way, and then have like a bridge come out this way and come up there, or come up here, or come up on the other side. But it just seems a little excessive, so I think I'll work with what I have. So no matter what, I need a starter piece here. There's no getting around it now. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to depress there. I'm just making all kinds of stupid mistakes. I haven't been saving. Still, I think fixing it would be quicker than saving and coming back. But sometimes I'm just too lazy, and so I'll just save and come back. Really? I gotta put the flex ply... Oh, come on! I gotta put the flex ply back in? Hope you're learning a lot from this part. What not to do. Or what to do. I'm kind of the guinea pig. If you think about it that way. Okay, so I need to drag it out one more tile. I've got one tile here. I knew I dragged this as one tile, but maybe I'll have it redone. I still need an overpass here as well. Okay. This is kind of the compromise. This has to be flat. That's why it looks a little weird. I can get rid of this insurance policy that I have with the embankments. Get the actual bullet train line back in. And then I don't know if it'll be a double crossing here or whatever. But I'll leave that as a right of way. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. This will probably be leveled, but who knows. Just want to get it extended. So I can just kind of get it kind of out of the way. Okay. So, big tulips. I love how I did all that work, and I don't even need it because I'm putting in a turning lane anyway. Oh well. This doesn't need anything. It makes it seem like all that effort was for nothing anyway, but it's still sloped like the bullet train mod, so I mean it was all in the good interest of getting what I wanted. And then this here will be the on-ramp piece. On-ramp thing. And again, I need that little tight tulip because it won't work without it. So, you know, love it or hate it, that's what you gotta do in order to activate left turns. And there we go. So that's what I've done in this part. Yeah, it looks a little unique. Just this part here ruins it. I think for the screenshot, I'll actually kind of lower the angle of it just so it's out of the way. That way nobody knows. Nobody knows. And just some XL decel lanes if you want that. Kind of thing. I'm gonna hold off on putting those in for the time being because I gotta get this overpass in. That'll be for the next part. It'll be really easy. I could do it right now, but this part's gone on long enough, and I accomplished what I wanted. So that's a good time to stop. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. The series has still got a lot of... It's nowhere near done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. And I'll see you back for part 77 of Building a City from Scratch. See you then.